Good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are coming from. Watching the Marcus XTV. It's all about football and jokes. And like before, somebody have asked me, he said, Marcus, it's been a while since you've done one of them relationship shows for us. I said, relationship shows? When did I said, oh, I did do some relationship shows way back in 2022. I believe it was like November or something. I did do 4 episodes, which were about 1 hour each, back in the day when I used to waste time online. I promise you guys, when it comes to my football vlog series, I keep it shorter than a dwarf on some Tyrion Lannister business. I don't like to waste your time. I just like to drop information. But I will talk to people of mine who do stuff like this to put them up for you guys. Personally, I'm not qualified to be giving people advice on relationship. I'm a failure. And as a failure, I know my limit. And I know to play within it. To not give you guys information that will get you in trouble. And later on, when you get divorced, you're going to come online and be like, that gentleman named Marcus gave me this advice. And we're not doing that. My focus is strictly football transfer. I even cut the jokes I used to do back in the day. Why? I want people to get information that can help them. Information that's going to be valuable when it comes to football matters. And fights, and American football, and American college football, and that's it. Nothing more. No confusion. That's how we do it. So to begin today, I'm going to jump straight into it. Beautiful weekend, ladies and gentlemen, to be reporting on the football. As you know, England get to play Norway today in the semi-finals. Yesterday, I was blessed enough to watch my third favorite team on the planet, Spain. Because why? My favorite teams are Haiti, Ivory Coast, and then of course Spain. Big respect to Brazil for what they're doing, but I support teams that are tied to my family. And everybody know I got a Mexican niece, I got a Mexican nephew, so therefore I'm tied to Mexico. I got big respect for them. And their grandfather is Spaniard. So I have reason why I have to support Spain, because they mix with my family nowadays. Shout out to Brooklyn, New York. Respect to y'all. But me, it's all about Haiti, Ivory Coast, and Spain nowadays. But and then I, of course, as a Barca fan, proud Barca fan, and big respect to Arsenal in London. I love my childhood team. I will never disrespect you, and I'll never forget you, and I will always represent you when I get the chance. I was able to watch Spain yesterday beat Belgium. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to address the facts non-biasedly. And I was not impressed by Lamine Yamal. He's having a decent World Cup. But when it comes to Spain, I'm proud of what the midfield is doing. And by the midfield, I do mean the likes of Rodri from Manchester City. I do mean the likes of Fabian Ruiz. Congratulations to you on your wife's giving birth to your first son. And congratulations to Mikel Merino of Arsenal. Arsenal, I am so proud of you. So much love, so much respect. Mikel Merino, I did not know this guy would be that good. Real Sociedad, I have to thank you guys for your academy, because you guys make some good footballers. Ladies and gentlemen, if I'm wrong here, how many players have you seen from Real Sociedad that have moved on in their professional career to another team, whether it's in England, whether it's in Germany, whether it's in Italy? Have you ever seen a Real Sociedad player that failed at not winning trophies? These guys are technically sound. They are football magicians. And it is an absolute gift and pleasure to watch this. To me, in Spain, I would say right now, in the modern day game, over the last 5 years, I would say that La Masia, we have the best academy for the youth. However, we are not very well at building strikers. This is one thing about Barcelona, and this is why we are struggling right now with this Julian Alvarez's signature, because we do not. One second, let me sit down a little bit. We are not very good at building strikers at La Masia. However, when it comes to Real Sociedad, I don't know where they get that from. It's like a knack. They are very good. When I say very good, they are very good. Shout out to Haiti, by the way. People ask me, what's the bracelet stand for with the red and white? That's the original flag of Haiti. It was not blue and red with the l'Union fait la force. It's actually red and black. So this is for my Haitian people. We actually had this for the World Cup special and give it to everybody. And I had one for the Ivory Coast too, with the orange and white and green. I will show that to you. Well, I don't know. When they have the AFCON coming up, then I will actually post this for you guys for the AFCON. And shout out to Amad Diallo. Respect to my boys from the Ivory Coast. All of you guys, all love. But to get back to what I was saying, Barcelona, this is why we struggle. We don't take time to build strikers. And that is a major issue with me, because as somebody who supports this club, ever since I've been fully following Barca, well, again, since 2024, I have never paid attention to the flaws, because why? 2 La Ligas back to back, Copa del Rey, Copa de España, Champions League attempt. It kind of blinds you from seeing the flaws. Looking at the flaws at Barcelona, we have to seriously address the striker issue. On Wednesday, I woke up and I saw that a loan was given to Barcelona, 233 million euros. Why? Apparently there is a program in the FIFA system, or should I say in La Liga. If a team is having financial issues, when I say a team, it cannot just be any team like a Rayo Vallecano or Real Valladolid or Malaga FC. I'm talking about like un equipo, like a team with prestance or who matters to the league's reputation. For example, the reason why they loan Barcelona this money, I think in England, teams like Arsenal Football Club are qualified for these type of loans. Manchester City, Liverpool. For example, if the team is struggling to buy a player, or they're having like financial rules, to avoid breaching the FFP or the FIFA, whatever they call this thing, you can make a substantial loan up to 300 million euros. So Barca took 233. Because people were wondering, like, how come Barcelona? We thought Barcelona were broke. Where did Barcelona find money to buy guys like Karim Adeyemi, João Cancelo? We signed him for 10 mil. Karim Adeyemi was 27 million pounds, and Julian Alvarez will cost us about 140 to 155 million pounds. And then we will sell Jules Koundé to Bayern Munich. For those of you who have not heard the transfers news, this show have already begun. I've already jumped to the transfers. I'm just beginning with Barcelona first. Bayern Munich would like to buy Jules Koundé from Barcelona, and they are offering us 68 million pounds. Now some Barcelona fans are mad, like, oh, he's worth more. No, he's not. They're actually overpaying for Jules Koundé. If it was up to me, I would make an offer to Jules Koundé for just like 55 million to 45 million pounds. Over the last 2 years, they have declined physically, and it has been the youth who's been backing him up at Barcelona. Especially Eric Garcia has taken over a major role of backing Jules Koundé at Barcelona. Because why? We played him on that right back flank. That's not his real position. He's a center back like Saliba. He was actually like, okay, if you guys don't want to use me as a center back next to Kubasi, I will leave. And we were like, okay, cool. We're just waiting for a transfer, and that's it. With that money, we have already bought a young midfielder from Valencia named Javi Guerra, standing at 6'3", skinny but tough and rugged, kind of like Busquets. We already have Marc Bernal. They both have the same style. The reason why we bought him at 22 years old is just in case Frankie de Jong decides to leave at 29, because he's been murmuring a lot and my body and this, I need a salary increase. I'm not saying you're wrong for that, but to get the increase on your salary, on your weekly salary or monthly, you have to be fit. You have to be able to play on a weekend and week out basis. To all my coolers out there, culecitas, hola mamacitas, when was the last time you see Frankie de Jong give Barcelona a full semester over the last 5 years? Never. So in another word, you have to earn your fee. The defender I have in mind for Barcelona, remember I used to talk online about how I would like us to sign Bastoni. This World Cup has opened my eyes, family. Barcelona should go after a guy like Aymeric Laporte at 31 years old to partner Kubasi. So that way we can have him. They're already playing in the Spain national team together and they have good chemistry. How about Hansi Flick? I know you do have people who watch stuff like this, because I'm here to promote Barcelona, featuring the Arsenal Football Club on my page, and I'm here to promote football, period, because that's my love and that's my wife, even though I don't play no more, but it's all here. How about we buy Aymeric Laporte? It should not cost us a lot of money. If you had Inigo Martinez playing next to Kubasi at the age of 35 years old, Laporte is 31 years old. You sign him, you get a 2-year, 3-year breather. Meanwhile, the stadium is complete by 2027. We're gonna have money coming in from Spotify. It'll give you time to assemble enough money to buy the defender that you would like, your dream defender, to put him next to Kubasi. The young man is ready. Kubasi is ready. I'm telling you folks, what I'm seeing in this World Cup here is stuff of legends for a 19-year-old kid to have all this responsibility there upon him, and he show up there like a grown man on some Paolo Maldini business, handling it with a calm head. No mistakes have been made so far. Even the goal Belgium scored against Spain, the first one allowed in this World Cup, I was privileged enough to watch Euro 2024. That defense was far worse than what I'm seeing now. Now they are very well coordinated. Respect to De La Fuente. Salud, Chepo. Buono trabajo por ti. Because that defense is well drilled. And I would like to continue that same momentum and carry it onto La Liga with Aymeric Laporte playing next to Kubasi. Now, as for Bastoni, I don't think we're going to be able to sign him anymore, because there was one defender I had in mind, but he's playing in Saudi Arabia. Have anybody remembered my brother from Senegal, Salodi Koulibaly? Great defender, another one that I like. 31, 32 years old. These guys could come here and help Kubasi for the next year and a half. Next year, from what I'm hearing, well, preseason begins in 7 days, and I will be able to watch the team train. I'm going to focus a whole lot on defending training drills. I want to see how Jacques Cancelo connect with Eric Garcia, Kubasi, Martin. Koundé will be training too, but mostly to be fit so we can sell him. There is a young defender coming from the academy. I'm gonna have to watch a lot of preseason for Barca this year. It's my very first time. Even though I came back in 2024, I wasn't watching preseason. I was still wrapped up in the Arsenal business. So I have 2 preseasons to watch in the next 7 days. Training already begun, and I'm gonna focus on Barca's defense because I think that Hansi Flick is going in the middle of the at the back with Kubasi, Garcia, Cancelo, deputized by Bade because they always get hurt, with Martin. Now on the backup for Kubasi will be, of course, Jules Koundé. Right back position again is Jules Koundé, will be the primary defender until he's sold. As his deputy, it will also be Eric Garcia. So Eric Garcia will be our Swiss knife, Mr. Jack of all trades, which is a good thing and a bad thing, because if he get injured, we are proper effed. So therefore, I would like Barca to please, after we sign Mr. Spider-Man, Julian Alvarez, the signing is imminent. He's coming. We have the money. Now it's a matter of negotiating. From what I'm hearing, Atletico Madrid have already agreed to sell him to us for between 135 million pounds to 155. So we're just gonna wait till the World Cup is done, of course, because we want him to be fully focused. No medicals will be done, no nonsense. So when it's done, after July 19th, he will be our new striker, 26 years old. Congratulations to the Argentinian, Julian Alvarez. Welcome to Barcelona, Mikasa Sukasa. He will wear the numero 9. The number 9 will be his. And the number 19 will go to Karim Adeyemi. Brother, welcome to Barcelona from Borussia Dortmund. I love this kid, the German international. He didn't do much in the World Cup because he was he took a bit of a knock from the Champions League. But we all know what we're bringing here. And I would like to thank Marcus Rashford, who's leaving us, for giving us 2 wonderful seasons. We won the title, for giving us a wonderful season. He won the title with us. Dude, you're going to have fun back at Manchester United, and I hope that you stay there, and I hope that they value you. And congratulations, big respect to Robert Lewandowski. We wish you well in your new endeavor in the MLS. And I would like to also thank Ferran Torres, who's going to Paris Saint-Germain. Thank you for giving us some wonderful years at Barcelona. Thank you, Marc Casado. Gracias muchas por tu carrera a Barça. Respeto a who else? Frankie De Jong. If you leave us, respect, because these guys put the work in to make us this modern day Barça that we are in the current game. And so don't forget that I said we're bringing in Karim Adeyemi, who's due for his medicals next week. Alvarez after the World Cup. Cancelo already signed with us. Javi Guerra, felicidades, you signed with us already. So now we got 4 players in. But my defender, I would like Aymeric Laporte to sign with Barcelona. At 31 years old, he's perfect for Kubasi, for his growth. Pause. Shout out to troops from London. And that's it when it comes to Barcelona. As for Arsenal, let's jump into their transfer in North London. They were able to sign the backup keeper to David Raya, the Frenchman Messier or something like that, from Leeds United at 26 years old, because Kepa is leaving. He's going back to Spain, and Arsenal will be his very last team in English football. So Kepa, congratulations for all the wonderful memories of helping Arsenal win the Premier League after a 22-year spell. Respect. And according to the rumors, Arsenal is in the process of signing Bruno Guimaraes, who have already agreed to come to North London. The price Arsenal will pay is £66 million to bring him to be the new leading central defensive midfielder ahead of Zubimendi, which I'm a bit confused because we just bought the guy from a year ago and won the Premier League with him. But football nowadays is crazy, and you know it. But Zubimendi will be the will share the defensive midfield position with Bruno Guimaraes from Brazil, the ex-captain of Newcastle United. As for Peter Norgard, he will be leaving Arsenal, but congratulations for helping the Gunners win the Premier League. Victor Gyökeres will not be sold, even though there is a lot of rumor that Arsenal was going to sell him. These were just rumors. He will be a Gunner next year. He will actually be the one wearing the number 9 because Gabriel Jesus is leaving. So expect Victor Gyökeres to switch from number 14 to number 9. As for wingers, on the left flank, Leandro Trossard, thank you very much for a wonderful spell at Arsenal. 4 magnificent years. As a Gunner from Brighton, he will be playing his football next year at Besiktas in Turkey. And we sold him for 22, I say we. Arsenal sold him for £22 million. So big respect to Leandro Trossard. Leo. Respect. I love this guy. And also, as for Arsenal news, there isn't much. However, after the World Cup, do not be surprised, Arsenal fans, if you do not see Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice. Who else? Because they're going to have an extended vacation until October to resume on the pitch. Again, Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice, and a couple of other players, I think. Saliba as well will be off until October 2026 because Arteta wants his players to be well rested so he can defend the title until May 2027. And since we are coming to the end of our show to wrap up, there is not that many. Oh, there was a big news in the Premier League that the transfer of Ederson from Atalanta to Manchester United was cancelled. The deal is off because the player failed his medical. Apparently, he had a heart condition. So United will not be getting him. But based on what I'm hearing at Manchester United's camp, you will be looking for Aurelien Tchouameni, who Real Madrid are reluctant to sell because he's part of Mourinho's plan. Moving on to the future for their new program at Madrid. So, who will Manchester United sign in the midfield? Nobody knows. As for the La Liga news, King Long Jae from Paris Saint-Germain, the South Korean sensation, who have won 2 Champions League, 3 Ligue R with PSG, will be playing for Atletico Madrid. He will be the replacement for Ryan Soloth. And then his replacement at PSG will be from Barcelona, Ferran Torres. As for the Serie A, I don't have any big news from Italy this weekend for you guys. But the Bundesliga, I don't have big news from the Bundesliga, but I will be doing my research. As for the Premier League, Thomas Frank, the ex-Tottenham manager, the ex-manager at who was it again he used to manage before he came to Tottenham Hotspur? Thomas Frank, Brentford FC. I'm doing this. Look at around me here. I have nothing, no papers. I'm holding nothing here. This is straight from my brain. For information I collected here. So Thomas Frank will be coaching Newcastle United FC next season. Congratulations to them, and that is one of the main reasons why Bruno Guimaraes wants to come to Arsenal, because he does not want to start a new training regime under a new manager at Newcastle. And what Arsenal is selling is very attractive to him because he's the defending champion. It's the new powers to be in English football. Arsenal never left. It's just that they had that 22-year dry spell, which kind of put a stench on their name and their reputation. But actually, Arsenal Football Club is back doing what they do, so blessings. So it is what it is. So folks, as episode number 17 of the Football Vlog come to an end, I would like to congratulate you guys on a wonderful weekend, staying fit in this heat. because I have seen things in this heat this week that have a Christian questioning their faith. I've been fortunate enough to see birds fall off the sky because that's how hot it is, people. Take care of yourselves out there. Don't stay inside the house. Do like me. Come outside. Go to the woods. Go to the lake. I'm starting this thing now where I'm doing birds watching. I bought binoculars with long range where I can see up to freaking like 2 miles. I bring my book. You go in the woods, you go in the lake, find you a private island, spend your time there. You see these trees, they keep my body cool, so I don't have to overheat, so I can do this wonderful report for y'all. So, you know me, I like to entertain people. But to get back to the beginning of the show, what I discussed, the person who make the request for the dating tips, I don't have any dating advice for people. Just be you. Go out there, have fun, and if you find somebody who like you, and that's it. And fellas, the only dating tip I have for you before I close this show, this got nothing to do with football, is this. Never be scared to flirt with the hottest lady you meet on the train, on the bus. If you're in your car, you stop at the light, you stop at the food at the thrift store, roll your window down and say hi. You never know, test your luck. A wise man once told me, it is better to be rejected by the hottest lady in the room than to chase the boogaboo bear. No disrespect to the to the Humpty Dumpty ones. In the eyes of God, the Almighty, everybody's beautiful in their own way, and there is somebody out there looking for you. Okay? A woman will never be too ugly for any man. To each woman, there is a man out there. No, I'm serious. 1 second. I am serious. Everybody have somebody out there who like them, okay? Am I handsome? Hell no. Look at me, I'm ugly. But somebody love me out there. Okay? To each his own though. So that's one piece of advice I would give to that guy. Dude, never fear rejection. I used to fear rejection to find out that rejection is nothing but redirection. If you meet 3 ladies in one day, dating tips. You say, hello, what's your name? My name's Susan, I want to talk to you. Thank you. Now she have redirected you to Stephanie. You go to Stephanie, she do the same thing. What do? You say, okay, you take the rejection like a man, don't get upset. You go talk to the other lady. And if you get rejected by all 3, I don't know, learn to self-please yourself, I guess. Or buy them damn dolls online and then handle your business. Don't tell me how you do that. That's your personal. See, this is why I can't do these romantic videos. I have no right to give you guys tips on stupid stuff like that. You want people to love you? Learn to have harmony with your inner self. And by that, I do not mean go buy a butt plug at the sex store. That's not what I mean by having a relationship with your inner self, alright? What you guys need to do is relax and take it one day at a time. Ask God Almighty to give you enough wisdom to learn to love yourself first. And perhaps once that love within you is radiating like the sun is doing out here right now, you'd be able to attract somebody who is worthy of being in your presence. I mean, the guy did ask me to give him dating tips, and that's pretty much all I have. I'm not an expert on datings. That's why we have guys like Dr. Phil for that, and Steve Harvey and them. Okay, respect to my unks. But as for me, my focus is on football. My focus is on fighting. And speaking of fighting, by the way, I would like to give you guys a free prediction. Don't forget that Conor McGregor is back in the UFC, fighting Max Bless Holloway, Mr. BMF, tonight on this beautiful Saturday 11th of 2026.